Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Cam Ward, and today, just for a little bit of fun, I'm going to be comparing the iPhone 12 Pro Max, literally just arrived, haven't even opened it yet, to the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. Now, this is a stupid comparison to make because the Blackmagic is obviously going to be better. Well, I might regret saying that, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm just going to be comparing the two. I'm going to mount the iPhone on top of the Blackmagic. They're almost the same size. This phone looks massive, but I was going to shoot in the log format using the Moment app with the filmer cap. But to be honest, I want to test out the 4K HDR Dolby Vision straight out of camera. So that's what we're going to do today. Given lockdown, I'm a little bit restricted in terms of what models I can use, but there is always one model available whenever I ask him to be there. He's one of the most professional models I know. So yeah, we'll jump straight into the footage. I'm incredibly impressed by the iPhone footage, to be honest. I didn't want to label the clip straight away just because I think if you're looking out for it, and obviously you are looking out for it because you're on this video, but even if one of the shots you weren't too sure of, then it kind of means that you can get away with it if you're in a pinch. Film writer Ryan Connolly, he said it himself that he's even put iPhone footage into productions before and nobody's ever noticed. Cameras in iPhones are really catching up to the, well, maybe even the DSLR mirrorless market. Now, I'm not sure we'll really see a phone replace cameras such as the Blackmagic, but with computational photography coming into play more and more, we might even see camera companies in the future implement some of that computational tech into their cameras, and that'd be really interesting to see. The Blackmagic footage did have a Rec 709 LUT applied just to balance it out a little bit and try and get the two a little bit closer. I didn't do too much grading to either of them. There's only so far you can push an iPhone image, but you know, it was pretty much straight out of camera. Now, in terms of the pros and cons of each, they're pretty straightforward, so we'll just breeze through them. But of course, with the iPhone, the built-in stabilization of the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I'm not just saying this for marketing terms or something because I've got no affiliation to Apple. Obviously, I've got a lot of Apple products, but I just think they make good products. But I will say that it was almost gimbal-like, just being able to do simple movements, even some of the walking shots. So I tried to keep some of those out because I thought it was so obvious immediately which one was the Blackmagic and which one was the iPhone. Obviously, the iPhone has 3 lenses built into it. You've got the ultra wide, the wide, and the telephoto. It's using that computational tech to implement things like HDR. It's got Dolby Vision. Probably why the footage looks so good straight out of the iPhone. It's also got amazing autofocus. Now, onto the cons of the iPhone. Well, to be honest, it doesn't have an optimized or internal RAW profile. Not that it should be expected, but I could see it happening down the line. Now, you could use third-party apps to get a flat or a log profile, and that's something I'm going to test out in the future. My main issue with iPhones as a cinema camera, if that's what you want to use it for, is that it always kind of feels like you're wrestling with the software to do what you want it to do, whether that's autofocus or exposure. Even on the third-party app, it just always feels like a bit of a struggle. If you're going to go shoot a short film on it, you are pushing it to its limit. I don't think there's any excuse at this point not to go out and shoot a short film. When I was a teenager at like 15, I only had an iPhone 4S, so the only thing I could shoot on at the time was an iPhone, and to have an iPhone of this quality, shooting this kind of quality now, would be incredible, because back then it just looked like mushy. I think it was it might not have even been 720p, but what I'm saying is if all you have is an iPhone, you can do some incredible things with this phone now. So yeah, there's that to bear in mind. And I actually think that the iPhones are one of the best vlogging cameras you can buy, but that's something I'm probably going to get into on the vlog this month, and once I've had a bit more time to use this thing out and about. Now, the pros of the Blackmagic, if you're on this video, you probably know all this stuff already, but it's obviously got a bigger sensor than the iPhone, better dynamic range, better low light performance. You can adapt almost any lenses to the Blackmagic, professional lenses. You've also got the depth of field there, which is a little bit better on a cinema camera or any mirrorless or DSLR camera than an iPhone. You've got more control over the image, given that raw profile. You can push and pull the colors and just do way more to it. The iPhone image will fall apart once you start grading it. So you've kind of got to be happy with what you're getting out of camera with an iPhone. However, on the flip side, the cons of the Blackmagic camera are that it's got no image stabilization. You've got to buy external storage for it. Obviously, no lenses come with it. There's not even a stock kit lens for the Blackmagic camera. And of course, the most important con of the Blackmagic camera is that you can't watch Netflix on it whilst you're shooting your Netflix production. There is that to consider. So the key takeaway for me upgrading from an iPhone X to the iPhone 12 Pro Max is that I actually expected the footage from the iPhone to just look like it normally does, a little bit mushy, a little bit compressed, and generally it's a bit over sharpened. But again, really impressed with the footage from the camera. I'm gonna test it a little bit more. Let me know if there's anything I've not mentioned here that you wanna see. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, because I'm always curious to have a good chat about cameras. Again, as everybody always says, it's exciting for new creatives to have access to tools just on their smartphones. We're also forgetting that you can actually edit the footage inside of the iPhone now. They're incredibly capable machines. Jonathan Morrison does some great stuff comparing kind of the edit speeds and editing videos inside the iPhone and stuff. So pretty much wraps it up. Thank you, Henry, for helping me out with the modeling there. Great job. Follow him on Instagram. But yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.